Heyo everyone, this is a Happy Anime Cafe Manager here with another extras video for the game Kingdom Hearts. Right now I'm going over the characters listed in Jiminy's journal. Jetsam. Ursula's lackey along with Flotsam, an evil moray eel. Jetsam is a smooth talker who loves to deceive. His specialty is using empty promises to lure unsuspecting mermen and mermaids into Ursula's clutches. He ran interference for Ursula in The Little Mermaid in 1989. Yeah, his left eye is a bit off. He has the same personality and also appears in The Little Mermaid, except his right eye is a bit off, so that's who you could tell them apart. Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King. He loves to scare people out of their wits, headstrong, confident, and likes grand gestures. Now he's working night and day to make this year's Halloween festival the greatest ever. He scared up some fun in Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas in 1993. Sally. Dr. Finkelstein's creation. She's patched together from parts that sometimes come off and move about on their own. She loves it. She loves Jack and tries to steer him in the right direction, though it doesn't always work. Also appeared in The Nightmare Before Christmas. Oogie Boogie. The villain who tried to take over Halloween Town. The heart he stole from Dr. Finkelstein attracted the Heartless, and the result was his doom. He came apart in the seams in The Nightmare Before Christmas. Or should I mention Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas? Why did they add Tim Burton's name in the title? Must be a real... I honestly thought it was a real masterpiece too. So the name deserves to be there. Dr. Finkelstein, the mad scientist who created the heart to help Jack control the Heartless, dancing. Sally is another of his creations. She helps him around the lab, but she'd much rather spend time with Jack. He created some scares in Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. Zero. Jack's ghost dog. He comes out of his grave whenever Jack calls. He's very loyal to his master and loves it when Jack plays with him. He loyally followed Jack in Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. Locke. The ringleader of the trio that includes Shock and Barrel. Their walking bathtub helps them get around while they commit all kinds of mischief. They sometimes help Oogie, but they're not really fond of him. He created havoc in Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. And that's him with his mask on. A real devil, wouldn't you say? Shock. Along with the Lock and Barrel, she's part of Oogie Boogie's plot to take over Halloween Town. Shock is the most cunning member of the trio. She keeps her cool when the other two are losing it. Also appeared in Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. Barrel. A member of the trio that includes Locke and Shock. He's a little slow and often ends up as a butt of his partner's pranks and practical jokes. Also appeared in Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. the mayor. The two-faced mayor of Halloween Town. He switches from his happy face to his sad face depending on his mood, which changes constantly. He's working with Jack to make this year's festival the best ever. Also appeared in The Nightmare Before Christmas. Peter Pan. The flying boy from Neverland where no one ever grows up. He could be stubborn, but he's also fearless and he has a strong sense of justice. He snuck on board Hook's ship to rescue Wendy, who was kidnapped. He led the Lost Boys in Peter Pan in 1953. Tinkerbell, the little pixie from Neverland. Peter asked her to accompany Sora and friends on their quest, but she's anxious to see Peter. She can restore Party's HP and prevent Sora... Oh yeah, she's another summoning character. She made us believe in fairies in Peter Pan. She's often used as a mascot for Disney. Wendy. A dreamy girl whose wish to visit Neverland came true. Peter Pan showed her the way, but she got caught up in Hook's vendetta against Peter and was kidnapped by Hook. She watched over the Lost Boys in Peter Pan. Captain Hook, the pirate with a grudge against Peter Pan who caused him to lose his hand to the crocodile. He threw it in his lot with Maleficent and the Heartless, but ended up being chased over the horizon by the crocodile. Appeared in Peter Pan. He hooked us in Peter Pan. Mr. Smee, Hook's first mate. He lives to take orders from Hook, but he's as slow-witted as Hook is obnoxious. Also from Peter Pan. He looks like Doc from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The crocodile. A sea-going reptile big enough to swallow a man whole, and he's always hungry. He got a taste of Hook. Hook once and never forgot it. Hook could tell he's near by the sound of the clock ticking away in his stomach. He had a taste for Captain Hook and Peter Pan. Winnie the Pooh. A little bear living in a 100-acre wood. His favorite food is honey. Being a bear of very little brain, he's a bit absent-minded. Sometimes, he even forgets what it was he was trying to remember. He warmed up the screen in Winnie the Pooh in a Honey Tree in 1966. Piglet. Pooh's best friend in a 100-acre wood. Tiny, timid, Piglet is startled by just about anything. When that happens, he covers his eyes with his floppy ears. He appeared on a Wednesday in Winnie the Pooh in a blustery day in 1968.